Hey guys, RockingTheBlade here once again. Hope you guys had a happy Halloween. I sure did. It was fantastic. I went around trick or treating and stuff with my family. We went to see Paranormal Activity, the ghost trials, I believe it's called. It was pretty good. It wasn't as bad as people say it is, but it's a pretty good film. You should definitely check it out. But here's why we're ultimately here for the title I'm about to review. And is it worth seeing? Hell yes. This is my review of Ash versus the Evil Dead. It's so crazy how for years we want another film adaptation of it, and we're getting it through via TV. And I think that's a mistake because in my opinion, TV special effects have gone up over the years. I mean, shows like Arrow and Flash prove that how TV productions have gone way up and more, looking more stylized and crisp. So anyway, I mean, Starz. I mean, of course, unfortunately, you have to watch it on Starz. But for crying, I mean, Starz knows they have a hit in their hands because for crying out loud, I think I've never heard of this in my life. But Starz got so much new subscribers for Evil Dead that they renewed for season 2 for the Evil Dead show, even though the first episode hadn't even been shown yet. And the craziest part, the day before Halloween, due to high fandom and wanted to see it, they premiered it a day early, plus with the Evil Dead marathon showing all 3 original films, and then, bam, showing and then of course showing the episode itself. But it's gonna be spoiler filled, so I recommend go watch the episode and come back and hear my thoughts on the matter. That for those of you who have seen it, here's my thoughts. And here's how it starts. Basically, it starts with Ash. He's in a trailer park, and he's doing pretty well considering all the shit he went through in the last 2 films, which I'm gonna get to that later. So then he goes to a bar and he makes up a story how he saved this kid and he lost his hand, which that's not what really happened. But us Evil Dead fans know what really happened, how he lost that hand. But I guess he says that to get the ladies and stuff, and then he's banging this chick, and then all of a sudden she turns into like a deadite, make all these crazy, like we will devour you or some shit like that. He freaks out, and she goes out to know like what's wrong, and like nothing. Then he goes and finishes, but he can tell he's really nervous. He drives back to his trailer park, opens. It turns out he has to, which I hope they explain in the series. He somehow has a the Necronomicon, aka the Book of the Dead. But then, okay, he has a book, but then something was inside the book. Turns out he was dating another girl, and it took weed and some prescription pills, and it was so high they chanted the words to bring the monster back to life. That's why they're coming back. Then we cut to this black officer lady and her partner investigating a call because the house, investigating some call because the house has been attacked or they're being attacked or something. So they go inside to investigate. They find one dead body, and you see the blonde lady that Ash was hanging out with, taking drugs and chanting the thing. The demon possessed her. Of course, she kills the white guy partner and the black girl that killed her. And of course, the demons possess him, and she had to kill him. And then it was a big bloody mess. So then we come back to Ash. He wants his lady to clean his trailer part, and of course then she gets possessed. But I think not yet, but it's freaking him out. He's messing with him like how we're coming to get you, Ash, and stuff. And she goes back to normal, and then Ash leaves to go to work, and he wants to leave early at AS. So he's trying to run away from it because after what he's been through, he don't want to deal with it. So he's trying to leave work early, and so then he meets this guy named he's trying to leave Pablo, I believe his name is, and he's a pretty fun guy, and somehow he wants to leave, and he's like, why? What's going on? I can help you. Trust me. Ash didn't want some for obvious reasons. He didn't want to think he was crazy and shit. So he decided to hit on this girl. Of course, that didn't work out. This other girl that was a friend of Pablo's, that didn't work out too well. But then we cut back to the diner where the black lady's kind of recovering and stuff, and kind of sinking. Was she crazy? Did she really see what happened? And then she saw a kid from afar and had a dead-eyed face, and then She looked away to see if anyone else had the face, and then she looked back and she goes back to normal. And this weird lady showed up. Was like, "Are you okay?" And the lady asked her, "Are you okay?" She's like, "Yeah, because my eyes are playing tricks on me." And then she told her, "Sometimes your eyes, um, sometimes your eyes can tell the truth and stuff. Sometimes not playing tricks on you." And then she leaves, and it was weird. So we come back to Ash, and then he's trying to do his job. Her pass the day, do work to pass the day by seeing her get out there. Then it possesses a little doll, and it starts biting him and shit. And it knocks out one of his tooth, and he throws on the floor. He's freaking out, and Pablo squishes it with a shovel, and he's like, "Okay, what the hell is going on? Why was that thing attacking you? Was this a toy? How did it come to life and do all this shit it was doing?" And it was coming at Ash with a box cutter, and he just smushed it like a damn pancake, and then he's explaining everything. And now, and in the box they show the clips of the first two movies. Now, unfortunately, well, we'll get to now. Unfortunately, each film that Sam Raimi did was done by a different film studio, so he got the rights for the first two. But unfortunately, he didn't get the rights to the third one, aka Army of Darkness. I believe Universal owns that, but I think maybe not with this season, but next season they'll finally reference it, because I think they're probably waiting to see how well the show did, considering now, the fact that it got a season 2 even before the first episode was shown, and that it was so high demand for it that it premiered the day before it was supposed to be aired. That I'm pretty sure that they're gonna put their hat in the ring. But until then, unfortunately, they can't reference. They reference it in some ways, which I'll get to later, but not they can't acknowledge it. You know what I mean? Because they don't have the rights to it. It's kind of weird Hollywood loophole crap. Maybe you guys in the comment section below can explain what I mean, but you guys get what I mean. Is there's a lot of crazy loopholes and stuff. Kind of like the whole thing with Marvel and Fox over the X-Men and then Fantastic Four, that kind of loophole kind of crap. I don't think it's as bad, but it's around that level. If you catch what I'm saying. So anyway, he tells them the story about what happened. That's the whole Evil Dead story. And then, he wants to leave, and then he leaves, goes back to the trailer park, and then while he was I found this detail while he was hitting on this girl and failed. She said how her mom died 6 months ago, and then the dad, had an iPhone. He was filming how the mom suddenly comes out the door, even though she was dead, to the house, and she's like, "My mom's dead. It's impossible." So she wanted to go to her house. So Pablo, everyone leaves. So Pablo goes to where Ash's place is to kind of convince him that, "Hey, we need to fight these monsters." You know what I'm saying? So then what was it? Then we come back to the black lady, because she goes back to the scene of the crime, back to the house. Then she knows that the little yellow T-shirt that his partner was wearing. Turns out that it was a little rip of the T-shirt with a button on it, and she says, "I knew I'm not crazy." So she reveals that turns out that what she did experience really did happen. It wasn't just in her head. So then we come back to the Ash and them, and he tried to convince him, and of course the demons are attacking them and stuff. And then, monster comes through the window trying to kill the chick, and he grabs the axe, throws it, chops the hands off. He comes through, gets his trusty boomstick, kicks some ass with it, and blows his head off, and he takes off his work clothes, and this classic blue shirt that he wears from the films. He got a big strap-on thing so he can, use the chainsaw. And the old lady was there, and they got the big brawl. And finally, of course, he managed to get the chainsaw on. He's like, "Let's go, Granny." And then when he chopped her head off, it's the same way how he chopped the one monster lady in the pit from Army of Darkness. So that was a little reference to that. And then after, even though you haven't done this in a while, Ash, how does it feel to be back in action? He says it feels groovy, and it ends like that. And how was it over? That's all I described the whole episode. How was it? It was fantastic. It was funny. It was scary. It was gory. Especially the second one, I think it's real gory. It was pretty gory. It was intense. It was on your face. It's like it had that blend of all. It's like Sam Raimi beautifully blended all three movies. In terms of its horror, the action, and the comedy all together so well. It was so well done. And by the way, Sam Raimi did direct the first ever, and Tappert, who's another big guy who was behind the Evil Dead trilogy, the original Evil Dead trilogy, was also the producer as well. So the whole original Evil Dead team was behind the first episode, and overall, it was great. Ash still got it, and here's another reference to Army of Darkness. He's kind of that smart ass one-liner asshole that he was in Army of Darkness. So that's another reference to it. Again, it can't directly reference to it because, like I say, he doesn't have the armor. You know, he doesn't have like the armor hand, and he doesn't work at S-Mart. He works at Value Stop or Shop. I don't know. It's one of those two. So they can't. So that's just things like that. But overall, you know, they reference in terms of like, you know, the style and the look and certain things he does. But overall, it is. If you're an Evil Dead fan, what are you waiting for? Go see that episode. Subscribe to Starz. It's only $15 a month, and it's up to 10 episodes, and it's totally worth it. Believe me, it's totally worth it. I mean, I was hesitant at first, but when I saw the preview on YouTube, it blew all my expectations away. And of course, the fact that they showed it a day early to the Fan Demand, which I'm mad to see. I would have put it up sooner, but like I said, I was busy with Halloween stuff, so. But it was worth it. Oh my God, was it worth it. It was a great episode, great action, great comedy. Even the new up-and-comers, even the sidekicks he had were really well acted. Everyone acted really, really well. You know what I'm saying? You know, it was just a really, really good show. I mean, I'm hoping now that, you know, even as making a big comeback with this TV show with Starz, that maybe a developer or game company will do another Evil Dead video game. Because come on, guys, raise your hands. You all guys know we want another Evil Dead game. I do, and I believe you guys do too. And hopefully in the right hands, that could be accomplished. And also, besides your thoughts on the episode, I think guys hear your thoughts below on which, besides, you know, the episode, what you thought about it. Also, I hear the thoughts like on who would be a great developer to make the TV series game of the Evil Dead. So that's my thought on it. It's a great episode. Oh my God, so much fan service, so much. I guess if I have to point out a flaw, I guess. Maybe it's not. I mean, there's some action, but not too much action, and it wasn't long enough. And those are just on the top of my head. And even that, it's for one, it's within reason because one, they need to build up the characters, so obviously, so you know, build up the characters, and two, you know, it's only that's so much, you know, it's only so much time to get on TV, so it's understandable. So. That's all I can really think of because other than that, it was a great show. Like I said, get Starz, see this show. If you're an Evil Dead fan, it is totally worth it. I mean, Ash, you know, Ash is back, baby. All I gotta say is, guys, check it out. Ash is back, man. Hail to the king, baby. This show's gonna kick some mad ass. And considering that we got another season to look forward to, I can't wait to see what crazy shit they have to go through to stop this evil. Alright, guys, that's my review on Ash versus Evil Dead. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I hope you guys had a great Halloween. This is RockingTheBlade signing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon.